quarterback Kenny Pickett. Arriving as an unheralded three-star recruit, Pickett took hold of the Panthers' offense and was the starting QB by the end of his freshman year. He decided to come back in 2021, and all he did was improve his stock. First-team All-American, ACC Player of the Year, Johnny Unitas, Golden Arm Award winner, and now he has a chance to be the first quarterback off the board in the NFL draft. So JP, let's break him down. What do you like about this guy?
Well, there's a lot to like about him. He would be my QB2 if I was drafting for an NFL team. A lot of really good things that he's done on tape. I think he's got some great leadership skills. He should transition into the NFL as a serviceable starter within a couple years. We'll get to the strengths and weaknesses coming up right here. Starting number one with good size. This is something I talk about with guys, but you know, you can't teach this. He's 6'3". He's 217 pounds. Like, this is a pretty prototypical quarterback build. He's tall enough that he can see over the line. He's a sturdy enough body that he can take some hits. Number two, he's got good arm strength, and you see this come out when he's throwing the deep ball. He can throw that pretty well. He throws deep outs really well in addition, and that's something that people struggle with. You can't get the ball off of that hash over to the sideline. That's an NFL throw, and when he's off balance or off platform, he does a really good job of getting the ball where it needs to go in a hurry. And then finally, he's an athletic quarterback, and the play that stands out to everybody is the fake slide, but that shows the athleticism. He was able to get out in space. He gave a little stutter step. He was able to take off again. Like, that's a really good athlete playing quarterback. I know that a lot of cats in the NFL struggle to wiggle. He does not. Now, when you get over to the weaknesses, there's some things that stand out. I'll get to that one at the top, at the very end, but his anticipation is a little bit lacking. And so you see some of the timing on these deeper plays where defensive backs are able to get their hand on the football simply because the ball was not delivered on time. That's something that he's going to have to work on. He has to anticipate the window opening before it does in the NFL game. You see his patience in the pocket is lacking, and that's not all his fault because his offensive line did not help him at times. He was under duress, and you would see him leave his read progression maybe a little bit too early. Sometimes you got to stand in there and you got to take a hit right in the chest as a quarterback, but this last one, that's the one that everybody talks about. The dude has small hands. When you look at NFL quarterbacks, it's one of the things that they talk about. I think it's kind of dumb at times, but the small hands do come into play for Kenny Pickett. He is a quarterback who wears gloves. It helps him grip the football because he has a real grip issue, and that's a college football. The Duke in the NFL, it's fatter. 38 fumbles as a college quarterback because he's got small hands, and so I typically wouldn't pay attention to that. It's kind of big deal for Kenny Pickett.
That's a lot of fumbles.
That is a lot of fumbles.
Putting the ball on the ground, you put your team in a bad position.